Hi, my name is Lee Crockford. I live in Brisbane, Queensland, and I am 30 years old. So I guess that still just qualifies me as a young person. And I'm very lucky to run a small not-for-profit organisation called Spur and we work in the area of men's mental health and suicide prevention. In Australia, the biggest killer of blokes between the ages of 14 and 44 is suicide. And so really we exist to make it an easier option for men to take positive action than to suicide. We do that through a range of programs and projects and events. We create short films, we run events all around the world, we run competitions, and we're also starting to do more in the technology space too. At the end of last year, we launched our largest project called How is Australia Feeling, where we tracked in real time how people across Australia were feeling. In fact, it was the largest mental health survey done in this country in real time, where we had over 35,000 entries over the course of a week. Now, when we started back in 2011, I think it was, originally we weren't setting out to start an organisation. All we wanted to do was create a film which showed regular Aussie blokes talking about some tough times that they'd been through and about how talking about and sharing their stories really started to help them overcome those tough times. And what we found was that there was a really huge and great response to that. People kept saying to us, well, what's next? What's next? And so 3 years on, we've grown immensely. We've gone from a reach of about 20,000 people from where we first started to reaching over 3.5 million people in 2014. Now, if I had any advice for the younger version of myself who was just starting out at Spur, it would really be that the organisation itself and the people who are part of the organisation really need just as much focus and attention as your outward projects and what your goal is. Because without a really, really great, well-oiled machine running your organisation and running your projects, the projects themselves aren't going to be as awesome as they could be. And that's something that's a lot easier said than done. It's something I think we're still coming to terms with and something we're still really trying to wrap our heads around. In terms of the future of social entrepreneurship, I think the future in general is really bright here in Australia. It's amazing to see how much talent and passion there is in this country. I think the future is really going to be more in the area of social enterprise. I think traditionally there's been more of a focus of if you're doing good, you follow a more traditional charitable sort of model. And I think people are starting to realise that that model has a whole lot of pitfalls and a whole lot of challenges. But I think this idea of doing social good and being financially sustainable and financially profitable aren't mutually exclusive, and actually they rely on each other a lot. And so I think that's really going to be the future of social entrepreneurship in this country. So my name is Lee Crockford. I'm from Spur Projects and Innovation Nation. I'm in. Are you in?